Hello everyone, and today I'm going to talk about the Roku original Dummy, starring Anna Kendrick. Very old show. I say very old. It's like 3 years old now. Released in 2020. It's insane to me that 2020 was 3 years ago, but here we are. I feel like I've aged an eternity. I was sat down last night. It was about 2 in the morning, and I'm scrolling the Roku channel looking for some dumb shit to watch, and I find a show where Anna Kendrick talks to a sex doll. I'm in. It's 3 in the morning. I'm finding the stupidest shit I can. This fits the bill. I'm in. And I gotta say, I had some fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it, all things considered. It's an interesting concept, I'll give it that. It's not one I've seen before, at least not on sites that aren't considered not safe for work. It's an interesting concept. I think that is really good, honestly. For what it is, it's fucking good. It could have been so much worse, all things considered. I like the short form factor of it. I think had this been like 20-minute episodes per episode, I would have got really fucking bored. But each one's like 7.5 minutes, at 10 episodes, you can knock the thing out in under 80 minutes. I mean, for something that you could just whack on and finish in less than the time it takes to finish a feature film, it's really fucking good. All the actors look like they're having a great fucking time with it, and, that's cool to see. I'm glad they're having fun with it, because I feel like if you get a cast that isn't enjoying this concept, it's not going to be anywhere near as good. It has this girl, what's her fucking name? Jesus Christ, I've forgotten the main character's name, my lord. Cody Heller, that's it, fucking hell. I noticed the executive producer of the show is called Cody Heller, so I'm 90% sure she pitched the show and put herself as the main character. As to whether she spoke to a sex doll in real life and got the idea for it, I guess we'll never know. I like to think that she did, because there's a very meta aspect to it, where the Cody Heller in the show speaks to the sex doll, and then gets an idea to make a TV show about a girl and her sex doll. So, I like to think that the real Cody Heller also spoke to a sex doll, and in the show that they're making, she also speaks to the sex doll. Like, it's just, I like to think the meta layers just go deeper and deeper and deeper, like Inception. I think that really adds a layer of comedy to it when you think about it like that. Dan Harmon, my lord. He's not actually in the show, but her boyfriend, Cody Heller's boyfriend, is Dan Harmon, and she wants to be a writer. And I don't know what Dan Harmon thinks of the show, but they rinse him, bro. They fucking rinse him. They treat him like, this big Lord and Savior. It's like, oh, Dan Harmon, that guy's a fucking genius. And then there's a robber who's big into Rick and Morty, and he says that Rick and Morty has genius writing, and it's so fucking good, man. The level of humour, honestly, for a show like this, I was expecting some bottom tier humour, but I think it does the whole meta humour, and even rinsing Dan Harmon and Rick and Morty and those type of people that are like, Rick and Morty is so deep. I think even rinsing that type of crowd, they do amazingly. It's just, oh, it's really good, man. I can't get over it. I was expecting it to be a massive shit show and one of the worst things I've ever fucking watched. But I would gladly watch it again if someone popped it on TV. I'd gladly sit and watch it with them again, God, what else was I going to bring up? So Dan Harmon, he's in it. There's a lot of interesting scenarios that happen throughout it. It's all one big concurrent story, like bit to bit to bit. There were a few moments where it was like, alright, this is a bit dodgy. The episode where the sex doll tries to get with a 14-year-old boy, and she says, I'm 7, and it's just, it just gave me the ick. I don't like that episode all too much. I think it nails the cringe humour very fucking well. It's that level of in-betweeners type cringe humour where you can cringe really fucking hard, but you don't feel like they're taking it too far, despite the fact you're getting a major fucking ick. That episode, not very good. It made me feel really uncomfortable, all things considered, because it is an actual child playing the child, and I think it's just the fact that the sex, it's fucking Anna Kendrick trying to get a 14-year-old boy to sleep with a sex doll. It's just, gave me the ick. Still a good episode, just, maybe be a bit prepared for that if you do go and watch it. I think it's just good, man. I gotta say, it has a nice little message about, accepting yourself and all that fucking good shit. But I feel like the ending. So in the ending, sorry, I burped. Cody accepts herself, and then the sex doll stops being animate. It goes to inanimate again. And I thought that was the ending, you know? The sex doll's inanimate again because she was using it as a coping mechanism, and suddenly she's fine with herself again, so she doesn't need it anymore. But randomly, the sex doll, Barbara, who I forgot to mention the name of, comes back to life. And I feel like that just ruins the ending of it for me, but nonetheless, I'm okay with it. If they'd cut that, I feel like I would have enjoyed it a little more, but it's a comedy, you know? You don't want to have it be too deep. It needs to be funny at the end of the day. Yeah, no, I just think it's a good little show. It has a good little message towards it. It deals with the whole feminism commentary quite well. There's this commentary on, like, I don't know if it's commentary, but, like, it deals with, like, feminist topics a lot, you know. I think it's meant to be parodying that sort of show where it's like, oh, girl power, there. Because they do that a lot in some shows, and it grates on your nerves, but on this show I think they do it on purpose as parody, and it works really well. There's also some parody on, like, Hollywood and, like, Harvey Weinstein, that sort of archetype of a manager who tries to sleep with their client, with Cody's agent, every agent she gets, getting hashtag MeToo and coming out as, like, someone who tried to fuck their clients. I think that's a good little bit of commentary, some good running jokes in there for that. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about the show. I've really fucking enjoyed it. If you got some spare time on your hands, go watch it on the Roku channel. It's quite fucking good. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye.